Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Teeters Field, Kellogg, Idaho. Back-to-back home games. I think we have 3 in a row. We are just getting through some starting lineups. The visiting, I think this is the first time for them to visit Teeters Field. The Corvallis Blue Devils just got their introductions finished. I just got joined by my my right-hand man. More than that, he's the brains and the right-hand man. Buck Coe is back in the booth. Josh McDonald off on assignment somewhere else. So you get me for now, Simon Miller, and then if Ty joins us, you might get Simon and Buck with some insight from Buck on what he's seeing on the football field. He can follow the ball like no other, and he's multi-talented. So I will just go ahead and, while the Wildcats are being introduced, run through the Corvallis Blue Devils football starters, at least for the kickoff team, special teams. Number 11, a junior, Hunter Cole. Number 19, another junior, Nate Davis. Number 24, Cade Trihe. If I'm saying these wrong, please enter the chat and or email us at kwildcatslive@gmail.com. I'll try to get those names right. Welcome, by the way, Corvallis. Awesome to have you guys this way. Beautiful North Idaho night, so we're in for a treat. Number 32, Levi Reynoso, sophomore. Number 33, Anthony Wido, a junior. Solomon Morgan, number 42, is a freshman. Getting a start tonight. Number 44, Braden Gager, and he's a junior. A sophomore, number 45, Russell Reynoso. Let's see what's next. Another freshman, Logan Avery, number 49. Number 57, Court Bryan, junior. And number 81, Sam Bohenik, a sophomore. Young group here for these Corvallis Blue Devils. But if we know anything about, small town Montana football, we know that they raise them tough. So we're looking forward to a really good game. Kellogg coming off a 32-0 victory, I believe was the score. Buck, do you remember? Your memory's better than mine. Against a really solid and well-coached and successful program in St. Mary's Lumberjacks. And so the future is looking pretty bright here for the Wildcats. They can't look ahead, though. They've got a tough opponent here in the Blue Devils. The Wildcats starters, I think these are the offensive starters. Again, your gun-slinging quarterback, the junior, Ripley Luna, is number 2. He likes to spread the ball around, but you'll see also KJ Walker out there on offense and defense as a wide receiver and a DB. He's a senior. You'll see Kobe Luna, the other side of Luna to Luna. We call that Luna Vision. He's number 15, and he's got sticky hands. He pulled down a pretty incredible catch last week against the Lumberjacks. We got number 44. New to the Wildcats, but it's like he's been here for a long time. Varick Meredith, he rumbled and stumbled, and, well, he didn't stumble much. He rumbled all over the field last week and wreaked havoc. And then we got number 40, Austin Miller, who is a senior. Varick is a junior. Ethan Spencer at offensive line is a freshman. So we got some freshmen out here doing some work. We got Griffey, a.k.a. the Kid, state champion golfer, Dorschel, as a senior. He's on the offensive and defensive line. We got Tanner Lee, a junior, offensive line. Gabe Jenisic, shout out trumpet section. And Brody Hoffman, of course, he does pretty much everything for the Wildcats. They got him at offensive line and linebacker, but he also kicks and punts and does whatever you need him to do. And then Jace Garcia, and he's a junior wide receiver linebacker. So we're ready to go here. We're ready to roll. You're going to have to be a little bit patient with me riding solo here, trying to remember names from a team that has not been to Teeters Field before. And here comes the kick, and it's fielded by number 6 or 5, it looks like. No, 6, that's Trey Joseph. He gets some decent yardage out across the 25. He got to the 30. So that is where the Blue Devils will set up and see what they can do against this Wildcat defense. Last week, the Wildcats defense managed to pitch, I guess we're mixing sports analogies here, but you'd call it a shutout. If you were talking about soccer, you'd call it a clean sheet. I don't know how many other analogies to do with different sports there, but here come the Blue Devils of Corvallis, Montana. Corvallis High School. Quarterbacked by number 7, Chase Tucker. Little inside handoff there for little gain. Probably just kind of settling the nerves here and seeing kind of each team will kind of feel each other out here a little bit, offensively, defensively. Wildcats have a pretty stout defensive line. They did a good job against the run last week against the St. Mary's Lumberjacks. But I've really got to say the secondary and the linebackers just did a great job. We had a pick 6 by Ramsey Rainio. All kinds of good stuff happening. So second down here, 2nd and 11. And that will be Tucker surveying. He's got, looks like Braden Gagger in the backfield with him. We got somebody motioning out. We got a couple receivers out to the left. Nice little throw to the flat here. Good pursuit by the Wildcats. Tackle initially made by Jace Garcia. We said his name a lot last week too. The Wildcat secondary seems to be maturing quite a bit football IQ-wise. They really recognize plays and respond quickly. 3rd and 9, so 3rd and quite a long ways to go here for the Blue Devils on their initial drive. They are going left to right or west to east. You can see the sun and the shadows. Just a great evening here in Kellogg. Welcome, everybody. We got a little bit of motion here. That is Bennett Bowman. And he's in the flat. Didn't like what he saw there. I think he was out of bounds. But, boy, that was Tucker really had his bead there on Bennett Bowman. And just not enough room down here. Wildcats quick to respond laterally, which is a good sign. Anyway, Wildcats live here. Nice to have everybody joining us here. Spread that link around. We'd like to get some more visitors and maybe get some things going in the chat. We're happy to have shout outs for players. This is all about celebrating this wonderful thing called high school competition. And, if you've been around the last year or so, we don't want to take these things for granted. So that's a decent punt there. Kind of got a tumble in the Blue Devils direction, and it's going to be Wildcat ball at about the 37-yard line. So decent field position for the Cats. We'll see what Ripley and company can do. You'll notice down on the sidelines, thank you to the school district maintenance crew, did a wonderful job on the painting tonight, and I want to thank them specifically for painting the team and coach's boundary. So we don't have any tackles by Coach Davidian this week. So Coach Davidian led the team in tackles for a little bit last week, and we don't want that to happen again. So Wildcats with their gold pants, black jerseys with gold numbers, purple helmets. Looks like we have, well, it looks like encroachment because the sticks or the first down marker or the down marker moving 5 yards ahead. So the Wildcats are going to have a 1st and 5. That's a great down and distance as Ripley takes the snap here, looks in the flat, had somebody pump fakes. He's got his brother. He sees it. One-handed grab. I don't know. We're going to probably get a replay on that. Buck and his camera work. You know what? You've got your work cut out for you if your camera, we're operating the camera with Ripley Luna running the show. Ripley kind of looked off. I think he had Varick Meredith in the flat and just kind of knew his brother was going to get to that. And Colby made an amazing one-handed catch. See if we can take a look at that. Yeah, we did get a replay of that. Great job, Buck. So first down for the Wildcats. Rip takes the snap, and there it is. Meredith in the flat. Those guys are going to get tired of seeing that if the Wildcats execute that. Varick Meredith is just a bulldozer once he gets the ball. You'll tackle him, but after about 2 quarters of tackling him, you don't want to tackle him anymore. So these Blue Devils are going to have their work cut out for them if the Wildcats can execute. Last week, maybe a little bit of the first game, not jitters, maybe first game rust, and still scored 32 points. So there's a toss to Meredith, and he keeps his feet, stiff arms. He's going to make his way to the corner, and he's going to find pay dirt That is a touchdown, Wildcats. Varick Meredith rumbling. That was a good 16-yard run by Meredith. Just did it all himself once he got to the outside. Kind of shook a couple tackles. We got a replay on that as well. And you'll notice we have better camera angles to the corners thanks to a little bit of customization by Wildcats Live and a couple of supporters. So we were up today kind of brainstorming how we could get down there in those corners. We missed one last week. We don't want to miss any more. So Buck is all on top of it. We've got the extra point attempt. It looks like it's being done by Colby Luna. Wonder if we have any tricks up our sleeves. No, we don't. We're just going to punch it through. And that is going to cap off about a 65-yard drive for the Wildcats. Nice little, nice orchestrated drive there. I did a little bit, we haven't I don't think the Wildcats have faced the Corvallis Blue Devils before, and I misspoke last week, and the only Corvallis I kind of could figure that would be playing us in football was Oregon. I think that probably is a pretty big school if there is a Corvallis high school, and it's probably pretty big. This Corvallis, however, is kind of down as we make our trip sometimes to the state golf tournament. So we go to Missoula and head south and Hamilton, and I believe did they play Hamilton last week? I think it was I think it was Corvallis and Hamilton. Going back to some other Montana-Idaho matchups that are occurring this season, I learned in doing a little bit of my research that the Eureka high school football team traveled to Bonners Ferry last Friday, and no other than, which Dunn was it? Danny? Was it Danny Dunn? I don't know which Dunn it was, but ties to Kellogg with grandparents Mike and Donna Dunn and Dad Chad and Mom. And we got somebody busted loose here on the special teams on the return. Nice field position for the Blue Devils. Maybe a little shot in the arm for their offense. That was a great return. Anyway, the Eureka football team blocked an extra point to beat the Bonners Ferry Badgers 14-13. What a thriller. So we're really, really excited to see some of these new matchups. Oftentimes I think we focus on going to the west, to Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, Lakeland, even into the Spokane Valley. But what a great set of matchups we have here this week and last week. So looks like we got a false start about to occur here as Chase Tucker gave a hard count and fooled, or at least excited, his own players to jumping. So that's going to work against the Blue Devils. That's going to give them a 1st and 15 now from about the 35. Beautiful night tonight. Last week we got a little bit of rain kind of moved in on us. It was still a great night, but this weather is just perfect. Picture perfect. Nice little throw out to the flat there by Tucker again. Who did he connect with? I think that is number 8, Gideon Boswell. Nice job grabbing that kind of a high pass there. And that will get them back into a manageable down and distance to 2nd and 6. A good pitch and catch there. Some more hard counts there from Tucker. I like they got the little pistol look here, and they look over to the sideline and get their play adjustment, and there's going to be another false start. That's a challenge of these new kind of high-speed, multi-play, check-with-me offenses is it takes so much discipline. We lost video feed here. Let's see what we got here. We'll kind of deal with that here as we go. We'll fix that. Oh, yeah, I think you were recording. So we should be back now. That's all right. Buck hit a button. There's buttons all over these cameras, and we're not actually recording. We are streaming, so yeah. But anyway, going back to, there's a nice throw, just a little high there for number 12. He ran a pretty nice little slant route. That was Dylan Potter. Dylan's 6 foot, so I mean that pass sailed a little bit. But getting back to the complexities of this offense, you can see that there's an initial play call, maybe initial formation. You got 2 guys calling in the play, so the quarterback knows which one's the hot read or the actual play and which one's the decoy. And then they'll get to the line of scrimmage, hopefully with enough time, and then he will do a hard count and see what the defense shows, and then they will adjust accordingly. That's some pretty complex stuff. So here we go. We got motioning. Guys, looks like we're going to get a little toss sweep here, a little jet sweep. That is number 12, Dylan Potter. He tries to make the corner. I'll tell you what, these Wildcats are just side to side. It's tough to run wide on them. Tackle made there by number 40, Austin Miller, who had a game last week. These Wildcat linebackers, they are a force. When you get somebody like a defensive back like Ramsey Rainio, he's also got the size to come up and make tackles. Wildcats just have a pretty solid defense this year, and it's going to be 4th and 10. It looks like the Blue Devils are going to go for it. Coming over to the check with the sideline, see what we're going to adjust to. We got 2x3 here. Little keeper, little inside keeper. Good pursuit there by the Wildcats, and it's a fumble. I think the Wildcats got that. I'm pretty sure Wildcats swallowed that one up. And initial surge there, I thought maybe, maybe Tucker had a chance to spring that one for a first down, but it's going to turn out to be a turnover, and I think it was 4th down anyway. So that would have been a turnover on downs had it not been a fumble. Turnover either way. So good pursuit there again, good discipline, and kind of run assignments there by the Wildcats, not letting Tucker break loose because he had a little bit of a seam there underneath. And we got a little bit of a pistol look again here with Luna taking a look. He has got a single back in the backfield. He's going to look that off. He's going to throw a laser, a little bit of a miscommunication. That one was intended for KJ. Maybe just a little bit of a timing issue on that one. And it looks like we've got Wildcat coaches down here pointing to their headsets, so maybe miscommunication. 2nd and 10. We got about, let's see, our scoreboard is on there, so we got about 2. The sun's just blasting right into it, though, but those numbers are still pretty readable. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. WildcatsLive.org. Thanks for joining us. That is a pitch to number 22, Dayton Bauer. And Bauer avoids or sheds his first contact and gets enough for a Wildcat first down. I believe it was Dayton Bauer. Wasn't he hurt a little bit last week for a little bit, and he's back. So that's good news, right, for the Wildcats. Bauer was down for quite a long time. He's now back and making an instant contribution again. The junior running back, linebacker, defensive line, he can do it all. There he is with the little pass protection. Don't give Ripley time. He'll break the pocket. He'll also throw a dime, and that's going to be caught. That's going to be a touchdown. Wildcats, what a grab by Colby Luna. Plenty of time there for Ripley to let one fly, and that thing was just never left the target, and he got out there and snagged it. Great job by Buck getting that on replay. And just like that, the Wildcats, the Luna to Luna connection proving to be quite lethal so far for the Wildcats. And I think the difference there was, I think the offensive line maybe is a little more in sync. Luna had all day to look that one down and just delivered a strike to his brother, who made a wonderful grab. We got a little bit of a high snap here, so Luna's going to keep it and going to get 2 instead of 1, which Wildcats will take that. Over into the concession stand. We'll get a little bit of a replay on that. Not sure that was planned. It looks like it could have been planned, but it was a pretty high snap. And Luna's off to the races, gets to the corner. Another touchdown. And, hey, we got the corner on that one, though, didn't we, Buck? We already got that camera angle. It's a little bit tougher to reach for that, though, isn't it? Yeah. We might need to get a remote for the Zoom. Maybe we can look into that. Wildcats Live, always trying to iterate here. Trying to improve what we do. Just bring it to our fans. If you are a Wildcat fan or a Blue Devil fan, welcome. We know that these schools depend on the gate, the attendance, to kind of sustain these programs. That's why Wildcats Live is proud to work with the schools, and a proceed of our sponsorships will go towards Wildcat activities and athletics, including deferring some, or trying to make an impact on some of what might be some of that decreased gate for whatever reason. Last year it was COVID. This year, if you live in Kellogg and you're not at Teeters Field, you're really missing out. This is as good as it gets. Wait until and we're playing a little earlier tonight, so the sun hasn't gone down yet. As the kickoff, was that Froelich? Who kicked that one off? 70. I don't think that was Brody. Was that Brody Hoffman? I don't know if that was Brody or not. He's not doing extra points, so I'll get those eventually. Again, I'm not solo anymore, Buck, because you're here. But for a while there I was solo, but on the mic I'm solo, so we'll see if I can keep most of these things straight as we go. Oh, yes, Gwen, notice we lost signal for video. That's just a little. We just got the record button. I guess you can't record and stream at the same time. We figured that out pretty quick. We moved the camera out to a little perch outside the window here, and it's just a little bit of a reach for Buck, but he's working it pretty good. That's a keeper there by number 7, Chase Tucker. He had a little bit of daylight, but that did not last for long, as he was met not immediately, but in aggressive pursuit was KJ Walker. Little pistol formation, looking over at the sideline, trying to get an adjustment on the play, perhaps. Varric Meredith, quick to alert his Wildcat teammates as to what to look for. Wildcats settled in. They're not moving. Looks like they're going to go down the sideline. That was a great throw and a great grab by number 8, Gideon Boswell. They connected this time, and I think they saw what they wanted. They saw something they liked. It looked like they almost had man coverage on the far side. They had a single high safety, and which is what the Wildcats, they're confident in their corners, and the Blue Devils were able to capitalize on that. Excellent play call, excellent execution, and we have a first down here for Corvallis. 1st and 10 at the 40 in Wildcat territory, and just like that, we're going to get another false start. Again, these guys are, it's probably a pretty long bus ride. There's a lot to think about here, and you just got your first down, you're amped up, you're excited, and that quarterback hits that hard count, and it just takes so much discipline to not jump. So nice little bit of execution there for Corvallis. They are going to get their new adjusted play call for their 1st and 15. They kind of chewed the last time they had a 1st and 15. They kind of knocked down some of those tough down and distances. Now it looks like we are going to get a timeout by Corvallis. You don't want to ruin that momentum from that pass play, so Coach McCrossan is going to talk things over with the offense, and we are going to take a break as well because I've been talking nonstop. You probably want to hear something different. So thanks for watching Wildcats Live. We will be back in a little bit. And we're back out of the timeout. Wildcats looking to dig in here. Blue Devils looking to do some more damage. There's a weak side blitz by Meredith. He just destroyed Chase Tucker, but he was able to get the ball completed on that near side. And looked like we had a loose ball after that. Wildcats just very aggressive there. Good job by, I didn't see who caught that one, but good job by Tucker to stand in there and deliver that ball. It was for not much of a gain, I think, because of the fumble, but second 17. So Blue Devils moving the wrong direction after that big pass play to Gideon Boswell. We got a little bit of motion here. Tucker back to pass. He's got Bowman in the flat, but he is immediately met by Luna and Meredith. I mean, just like, just right away. There's no breathing room whatsoever. Well executed, but the Wildcats are ready for that. This Wildcat defense really looks like they are getting their feet underneath them. They looked good last week too, but you know, maybe had a couple of moments where they gave some yards up, but right now they just look like they are settled in and have the Blue Devils on their heels a little bit. Tucker going to look over here. It looks like he's going to get a play. Gets the snap. He's going to take. He's got time. He's got a little bit of pressure. He throws a nice spiral, but somebody's going to. Oh, it looks like I think Meredith had dropped back. Oh, no, that isn't. KJ and. Anyway, multiple Wildcats in the vicinity. Probably could have been an interception. That was Tanner Groves. Tanner Groves shading over there and giving some help out of the safety position. And really probably could have been a pick. There's multiple Wildcats there. That's a good problem to have as we have a Blue Devil punt coming up. Great job by the Wildcats kind of digging in after giving up a pretty big play there. Forcing a punt. Here it comes. And Groves is going to let it drop, and they're going to put it down there at about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So the Wildcats will have some room to move. Pretty decent shift of field position there. Even if he didn't come up with some points, if you are Corvallis, you at least kind of shifted the field position a little bit. Wildcats going to have to march pretty much the length of the field, going from the 18 there. Not as much as, or much more than their last couple of field position starts have been. So we got Luna. He's got one in the backfield. It looks like it is Meredith. Look for him to go to the flat if they don't give him the ball here on the dive. He's swallowed up pretty quickly. Tackled there by Landon Johansson. Nice job there. Staying in lanes and run gaps and closing down those holes. Meredith not easy to bring down, so that's a good defensive sign there for Corvallis. Ripley looks things over, talking to Meredith, maybe adjusting some protection. He's going to do a quick out here to his brother, who turns on the jets and gets to the 34-yard line. That's going to move the chains. That Luna to Luna connection, it's almost unfair at times. It's like these two know they just have to make eye contact, and that is a definite strength of these two brothers. They're twins, of course, each with plenty of skill set to go. They play a lot of catch, I think. They play baseball, they play basketball, so they're just a really, really tough duo. Ripley drops back. It's been a while since I've seen a quarterback from Kellogg be able to look around like that. Now Ripley's just gonna scramble, Russell Wilson style, down to the 40, almost the 49, 48 and a half. Nifty little run there. He's got time though, and if you've got time and then the pocket kind of breaks down, that's going to be trouble for Corvallis if the Wildcats continue to give Ripley time to look things over. I mean, it was a good job by the defensive backs to cover the receivers up, but if that happens, then Ripley's just going to take off. So at least that's what's happened so far. We got 15-0. Another quick slant there. That is Luna. Was that Froelich? Couldn't see. It looked like it was 81. It was Luke Froelich. Nice little slant route. Nice catch. Those slant routes are, you know, they're kind of a run of sorts. They're pretty low risk, but you've got to make the catch. Otherwise, you are, you know, then you're down in distances is just not attainable or very, very low percentage. So Wildcats are very much clicking on all cylinders right now, firing on all cylinders. 15-0, 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Luna in the gun again. He's got a receiver on each side, split wide. And it looks like a play fake to Meredith. Didn't look like he got much of a bite on the defensive backs, but doesn't matter. Colby still able to run a great route and get open. We'll go ahead and go to replay on that. Nice little rollout to his left, throwing the ball while in motion. Nice grab by his brother. I mean, Wildcats really executing well tonight. We had a couple drop passes last week. And good St. Mary's team. But we did have a couple of passes dropped that I think probably St. Mary's did have some mistakes as well. Not like the score would have been drastically different, but Wildcats definitely look cleaner tonight as far as execution. There's a breakaway defender. That's number 32, Levi Reynoso, able to get it to Varick Meredith. And we'll wait and see what the penalty is. It looks like it's probably going to be a hold on Kellogg based on where the flag was thrown. Indeed, it is. Play that looked like it had some promise. Let's see if we can watch that again, see if we can find the hold. Let's go full screen on that replay. Yeah, we might have caught it. Yeah, the tail end of the play, we caught the action, but we didn't catch the... That's okay. We didn't see whoever did the hold, Buck, is probably glad we didn't get him on replay there. So that's good. That's good videography by us. So that'll move the Wildcats back. That's a spot foul. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So now we're looking at first and the Kellogg pool for the Wildcats. But don't put it past Ripley to figure something out here. He's pretty crafty. He's looking things over. He's got two up top. He's got his brother split down below. He's got, that would be number 40, Austin Miller, that time making a great grab, tackled at just by second base. This also serves as Teeters Field, also as a multi-purpose field. That's the baseball infield that they just ran towards. Picked up a pretty good chunk there to get it back to 2nd and 18, so it's looking a little bit better. Corvallis showing a little bit of grit here on defense. They're not deterred that it's 15-0. Still grinding. Luna in the back. Luna in the shotgun. He's got Meredith. Meredith goes to the flat. Still looking. Keeping the play alive. Meredith kind of maybe had a little bit of, looked like he thought Tucker, might have heard Tucker's footsteps, looked upfield a little quickly and wasn't able to catch that. Looked like maybe some extracurriculars there after the end of the play, but everybody just walked away. Football's played with a lot of emotion. Wildcats going to be 3rd and forever now. It's like Danny Kenyon's offering to, if we need him in the booth. I don't know if that means he disapproves of my play call or he just maybe has had some inspiration that he wants to go back to 2004 Kellogg football days and share some stories with us. Danny the Bulldog Kenyon. Just running, we're just doing the best we can up here right now. Josh McDonald out on special assignment. Wildcats, now it's 2nd and 23. Luna drops back, looks, sees his brother on a crossing route. Nothing there. He's got some space, keeps his head up. He's got number 15, his brother, all the way across the field, who takes contact and falls forward. And if not a first down, that's going to be really, really close. We've already got, the chains are not moving, just the down marker. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and maybe a yard. Coach Pankey down here telling him to get to the line of scrimmage and get this next play in and maybe take advantage of the Blue Devils being on their heels a little bit. Great crossing route there by Colby Luna. Just that play took some time. There's a quick throw there, snagged again by Colby and from Rip, and it's going to be a first down. Boy, Colby's just got sticky hands tonight. Not that he struggles with catching the ball any other time, but he's making some grabs tonight. These are not easy catches. Right now, just the Corvallis Blue Devils trying to come up with a stop, and they nearly had Wildcats backed up far enough that they could force a punt and or just for them to go for it, but leave it to Ripley Luna and then Colby Luna dig themselves out of this hole. There's Luna. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got Meredith crossing route, touchdown. That's to the corner. Almost too easy on that one. Varric Meredith, he's a big guy, and he plays linebacker, and he also they put him back there at fullback, but he don't be fooled by that. He is very quick. Touchdown Wildcats. 21-0, 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We're just coming upon our first break, and it looks to me like we've got Colby kicking again. I don't know. I haven't seen Brody hear the fight song being played there. No band, but we got it on. Oh, we're going for two. A little bit of confusion on the play. Nice throw there up where nobody else could get it, and it's Luna to Luna. And just like that, 23-0. Ripley to Colby. 2-point conversion. Of course, the time doesn't run there, so we'll still have about 5 ticks here for the end of the first quarter. It's been one of a lot of action. And, this one went a lot faster than last week. We had a number of injuries and penalties, and the first half last week took quite a while. So quite a different pace this week. Sun setting on Dirty Dog. One of the probably only high school football venues with a bar overlooking. It's got to be something. It's not like we can call that the center of the universe or anything, but it's still pretty unique. Wildcats down on the sideline. Looks like there might be a couple fewer Wildcats, and we might have a couple that were banged up from last week. They do have at least quite a few reserves. Wildcats kicking to the west again. There's Brody. Brody has been doing the kickoffs. I couldn't see his number last time, but he is doing the kickoffs. And it looks like Colby's doing the extra point. So maybe we are just kind of making sure we have people at all these positions. There's a nifty little return there by number 8, Gideon Boswell, to end the quarter. 23, Kellogg, Corvallis 0. And we got a little bit of extracurriculars down here again. Got some laundry on the field, and it's going to be unsportsmanlike on Kellogg. Looks like maybe somebody's got their helmet off. I don't know. That should be a 15-yarder. End of the quarter, nonetheless, so we'll flip sides. The sun still has not set. We started an hour early tonight. Welcome, everyone, viewers near and far, hopefully mostly far, because if you are near here and you didn't drive to Teeters Field and partake in this event, you're missing out. It's beautiful out here. And we have some players yelling up here at Coach Kimberling. Not sure. Maybe they don't... headset's not working. Corvallis going to regroup. They will have the ball to start the second quarter. We will take a break, and we will be right back after one of our ads from our gold sponsors, Kellogg Lumber Company. Maybe. Yes.
From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live.
Welcome back, everybody, or welcome back to me. Took a little bit of a break there. Thank you for having got more flags on the field. Looks like it's going to be on Kellogg. So Wildcats with a couple back-to-back penalties maybe give a little spark here to the Blue Devils, who have not really have not looked overmatched for the most part. Just looks like some offensive execution, a few false starts. That'll do it for you. That'll move you in the wrong direction. But maybe here a couple of penalties on the Wildcats, maybe some lack of discipline on Kellogg will swing a little bit of that momentum towards the Blue Devils. Definitely don't look to be deterred one bit, which I wouldn't expect them to be at all. So they had extra time. They had a little bit of extra distance to go to the ball out of their huddle after that penalty. 1st and 10, down 23-0. Let's see what Chase Tucker and the Blue Devils can manufacture here. Little throw to the flat. He's got some room. That's number 12. Nifty move by Dylan Potter. Looks like he could go all the way, and he does. That's a touchdown. Just like that, the Blue Devils on the board. Nice little connection there. Potter rumbling down the sideline. Wildcats maybe a little complacent on the pursuit there. Nice execution there. And just like that, 23-6. Now we get to see if the Blue Devils will try to kick the PAT or they will go for 2. So far, that end zone is the lucky end zone, Buck. It's where all the points are being scored. So the shutout, the season-long shutout is over for the Wildcats. They've made it 5 quarters. We have not been able to talk about Dirty Dog Corner much, have we? Well, hopefully the Wildcats, when they get the ball here, they'll march the ball down the field, and we will get to 1st and goal, brought to you by the Dirty Dog. So going for 2. Little reverse, nice little reverse toss there to number 1, Bennett Bowman. And just like that, the Blue Devils say, not so fast, Kellogg. We're here and we're going to play. We are going to match and make you earn this. So we've got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. This might turn out to be a shootout, although the Wildcats up until that point, defense had been pretty stout. Maybe just allowed a pass to get to the outside, and Dylan Potter just, once he saw the end zone, that was it. So the Wildcat return team will see some action here for the first time. Nice little drive there by the Corvallis Blue Devils. I really like the Corvallis colors and unis. Those are sharp. And when I was looking into some of their school info and their team info, I really like their district website, and they have a spot where you can buy like gear and things like that. Really, really well done. So if anybody's watching from Corvallis, Montana, you guys got some. It's just you got a really good brand and a really good presence, and your team obviously is playing very hard too. So we are just glad to have you here. Kickoff this time is going to be, looks like number 42, Solomon Morgan. he's one of the freshmen. And so they're going to try just a little squib here, see if the Wildcats can be disciplined enough to just cover that thing up. And it was a little, I don't know that it was in doubt, but it was a little too interesting for me. But interesting little strategy there by Corvallis. And really, you don't give much up in field position. They were able to get it all the way down to the, all the way back to the 30, 35. So Wildcats with decent field position. See what Ripley and crew have dialed up for this drive. Maybe a chance to get down to Dirty Dog Corner. Ripley takes the snap. He's got time. He's got a couple receivers running crossing routes. That was number 40, Austin Miller. Kind of a tough grab. He did get his hands on it, not able to pull it down. Also in the route, I believe, was KJ Walker moving up the field. So a nice little route combination there for the Wildcats, just unable to make the connection. 2nd and 10. Wildcats may be thinking, we got to get a first down here and keep that Corvallis offense off the field. Ripley, quick slant. That's KJ, another drop. So that's 2 in a row, and that's the downside to the passing attack. You can quickly get into 2nd and 3rd and long, which are tough distances, and the clock doesn't run. So we'll see what Kellogg does next. Good defense here, kind of maybe shoring up here in the second quarter. Maybe some in-game adjustments by that Corvallis coaching staff, led by Josh McCrossan. Oh, Ripley just let that one go, and it was a pretty nice looking pass, but just overthrew both receivers, KJ and Austin, again in the pattern. So Wildcats kind of going for broke there. It's going to be 4th and 10, so we're going to get, guess who? Brody Hoffman. He's going to come in and try to punt this down the field and shift a little bit of that field position. Back to receive. It looks like it might be Dylan Potter. I can't see. He's got his hand in front of his number, but that's who I'd want to have it after the last drive for the Blue Devils, for sure. Yeah, it is. I think it is number 12, Dylan Potter. Here comes the punt, end over end. Takes a Wildcat bounce. Potter's going to let it go. So great job there by Brody. He hit the right style of punt in the right direction, and just like that, the Blue Devils will have it on their own 17. Looks like the 17-yard line. We'll stay here. Thanks for joining us. Wildcats Live. We just like to, for the last few years, even before the COVID-19 pandemic, we like to bring Wildcat activities and athletics to all of our fans that either can't make it to our gyms or fields and or live, far away. And that's what this is for. We have so many great sponsors. I want to mention that we just brought in another new gold sponsor, Sunshine Mining and Refining. We're glad to have them on board, of course, joining Kellogg Lumber Company and NASCO. We have gold level sponsors, we have purple level sponsors, and we have Wildcat level sponsors. There's a fumble right at the point of handoff. Blue Devils really fortunate to keep the ball on that one. Great pursuit in the backfield by the Wildcats. There was an entire host of them, so I can't tell who got there first, but I believe it was number 55, Gabe Jenisic. So if you are interested in supporting our activities and our live streaming efforts, we use it to fund equipment. We use it to fund Lost Gate for whatever reason. We use it to enhance the sporting and non-sporting activities at Kellogg High School. It all goes back to the cause. So please reach out to us if you'd like to do that. There are different ways of making that happen, and we're happy to bring that to you. Nice little inside handoff there. That's going to be number 49 this time. Logan Avery. So the Blue Devils able to kind of get maybe onto a different section of their playbook here. They're kind of testing some different parts of this Wildcat defense. I like it. I like that strategy. The clock is running. It is 3rd and 7. It's tough, but they're not turning it over, and they're not false starting and moving in the wrong direction. And Logan Avery stays in the backfield there in the pistol formation with Tucker. We got trips left. Single receiver wide up top. There's the snap, and he's looking. He wants to go left for sure. Looks like we're going to probably get a hold, but Tucker's going to scramble and see what he can do. He's quickly gobbled up there, looks like by Miller. But that one's going to come back, I think. I think rolling to the left there and not throwing that pass soon enough. I think if it's not a legal man downfield, it's probably a hold. And so it's going to be, Wildcats, are they going to decline that? It's going to be 4th and 7. Which is going to pretty much force a punt. As we were saying, if you're interested, we have the gold, purple, and Wildcat level sponsorships. The most popular is the Wildcat because we roll your names and graphics basically through our entire feed as proud supporters of Wildcats Live and Kellogg Wildcats. And that one's just $100 for the entire year. That's every season. That's football. That's volleyball. That's basketball. We do a couple wrestlings. We're working with Coach Miller. We did a couple wrestling matches last year. We're looking to do some more of that this year. Nice little return there by Tanner Groves, getting some quality playing time tonight. Good job by Tanner. He is stepping up tonight. But we also offer the purple package, which might be ideal for your business, or your, if you have a small business, and or we include in that. We include some radio type kind of. Even though they're live streamed, we have some radio type read ads. The best that we can do, we throw your graphic up there, get a little recognition. And then the gold is the big one, and that's where your graphic is basically on the screen all the time. That's the most, that's just a big commitment, but that also includes the radio ads as well as the permanent graphic brand placement. As you can see at the bottom of our screen, the Kellogg Lumber Company. Thank you, Steve Bristow, and Sunshine Mining and Refining. Thank you guys so much. And NASCO. Thank you, Rick and company. So those are all just great opportunities. The Wildcat is easy to do. You can Venmo or you can email us at kwildcatslive@gmail.com. You can also go to wildcatslive.org for more info. And we will make sure that, that one, you're recognized, and two, that sponsorship goes to wonderful causes. And we're pretty excited about Wildcat Athletics. We're pretty proud of what we do. Nice little catch there by KJ Walker. Speaking of KJ Walker, his mom and, and his, in memory of his dad, they have made a Wildcat donation. Thank you, Kevin and Angie Walker. We really appreciate it, and we're just grateful for that, and we're just happy to watch KJ play here. So Wildcats Live, Ripley Luna taking the snap, and that is a little bit different running back for the Wildcats. Is Dayton Bauer back in the mix after we saw a heavy dose of Varick Meredith. Dayton Bauer doesn't get much. It's going to be. Looks like that's going to be 4th down and 3. It's definitely 4-down territory here with the Wildcats as the clock runs down towards 8 minutes. They are relatively deep in Blue Devil territory, trying to get, I think they did. I was going to say they're trying to get the Blue Devils to jump into that neutral zone. And just as I said try, I saw a flag up there from the top. But they didn't. It's going to be a false start. So that's the dual-edged sword of the hard count. You either draw the defense off sides sometimes, or at least catch them off guard, or one of your guys jumps. So the Wildcats now 4th and 8. Doesn't seem to have changed their strategy. Still going to go for it. Sun is set, starting to cool down a little bit. Lights are on. Teeters Field, Kellogg, Idaho. Welcome, Corvallis. Oh, and we have an interception there. We went briefly out. It was Chase Tucker, the quarterback, with a pick in the flat of Ripley Luna. And that is going to be a big momentum changer here in this game with the Corvallis offense already going down scoring and converting the 2-point conversion. Now they have an interception and the ball right at the 50-yard line. So had the Wildcats punted that, you're maybe looking at, barring a big return, you're looking at maybe the 10 to 20-yard line of your own. Now you're right at midfield. Wildcats really have to shore up here and see if they can get off the field. So Tucker's got to come back right after that pick. He's just going to keep calling plays here. Throws a little double pass there, and he's wide open. It's number 12. That's Dylan Potter catching and that's the Wildcats caught sleeping there. That was a double pass. It went to Bowman. Bowman took a big hit and threw it to Potter. And just like that, everybody, it is 23-14. Almost at Grangeville. The blue uniforms got me. Those Corvallis Blue Devils are not going away. 23-14 with the point after touchdown coming up. Wildcat defense got to be scratching their heads on that one. Somebody missed an assignment. Somebody came up, and great play calling there by the Blue Devils, just taking advantage of the aggressiveness of the Wildcats and kind of saying, hey, if you're going to be that aggressive, we're going to catch you one of these times. And they did, and they're going to go for 2. Tucker's got to be worn out here. He just made an interception, just threw the first pass of a double pass touchdown, and he's going to lead the charge here on the 2-point conversion. Lofts it up, and it's going to be picked off. This can be returned. It is a tackle, so there will be no points awarded there. That could have been returned for points, I believe. So it will stay at 23-14. What a second quarter we have seen here by Corvallis. 14 unanswered points. Wildcats got to maybe regroup here, and both offensively and defensively, maybe getting a little complacent after jumping out to a 23-14 lead, or 23-0 lead, now 23-14. We will change teams. We will go to special teams here. We will be right back after a quick break. Welcome back. Wildcats Live, wildcatslive.org. We've got a touchdown by the Corvallis Blue Devils, and Solomon Morgan is teeing it up again. Kellogg Wildcats looking to maybe get a little bit of fire back, a little bit of momentum. They have been shut out here in the second quarter. Or I don't know if they scored that third touchdown. I think that was right at the end of the first. I could be wrong. It's just me tonight. So here's a return by Austin Miller. Just almost dragged down and then eventually dragged down at the 40-yard line. Decent return. He almost broke that. So the Wildcats definitely lacking a little bit of that energy that we saw in the first quarter. They're going to have to get something going. Would like to maybe see, of course, they've got the ability to throw it downfield. I'd like to be able to test the run defense of Corvallis here. They really haven't stuck with the run for much longer than 1 or 2 per series. Here's another quick slant there. Nice little pseudo screen, and it's going to be Colby that gets it. And he fights. I think he got about 5 yards. You can see that kind of it's not a pick play, but number 84, Jace Garcia, kind of goes forward and becomes a blocker once that pass is out. That pass has got to get out quickly, though, before they get too far downfield. It's good for 5, which is a great start for the Wildcats after kind of stalling on the last drive. got a couple new Wildcat sponsors. Thanks, Chris and Jody Sawyer, just joining us, and they're not new to Wildcats Live. They, I remember the night there's a nice little nifty run by Varick Meredith. Chris and Jody were part of what I called the French Gulch Mafia last year during the volleyball game, where we had some pretty good competition going there between all the French Gulch residents and becoming Wildcat sponsors. So thank you, Chris and Jody. Appreciate having you support Wildcats Live. Also, Rick and Crystal Luna also joined us this week. Of course, Rick, big part of a lot of this with NASCO. And also just wanted to be a part of the Wildcat sponsorship. Just really appreciate our small community that gives big. There's a nice little completion there to KJ. Just mentioned KJ, Angie, and Kevin Walker. Nice to see KJ making some plays here tonight. Jim and Dee Miller, I don't know if you've heard of them. I think I have. I'm just kidding. Those are my parents. Dedicated Wildcat sponsors for decades and decades. Class of 67. That's just barely got the tackle there on Garcia. Wildcats are moving the ball though, right? They are going to give them a first down there, so that is good. Thank you, Jim and Dee Miller. Really, really appreciate all your years of faithful Wildcat sponsorships and support and travel. And I remember my dad used to drive the summer league bus for the basketball team. I remember riding in the bus as a ball boy, listening to Roger Archer sing songs with the Kellogg Wildcat basketball team in the 80s. Good memories. So thank you, Jim and Dee Miller, as well. Not much doing there for Varick Meredith. So right now, Wildcats just kind of going back to what has worked before, maybe mixing in a little, a little something new, moving the ball here. Now 2nd and 11, they're going to have to figure out something to keep this ball moving. I think the Wildcats would like to, of course, they'd like to score here, but I don't think they want to give the ball back to Corvallis here in the first half. But we'll see if they strike quickly. There's KJ downfield. He makes a grab, and he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. KJ Walker. What a move. Looked back, kept his feet, went up and met the ball. Luna to Walker, and just like that, the Wildcats answer 29-14. Boy, we're not in any shortage of action tonight, are we, Buck? Not as many injuries, which is great. And we are that was a quick trip to the Dirty Dog corner, but we are in the Dirty Dog end zone right now. Kellogg Lumber extra point. I'm ready to pitch that to KHS alum Steve Bristow. Maybe a Go Wildcats on that pole barn there would be pretty awesome. I don't know. Maybe not. I think it would be, though. Anyway, thank you. Also, while we're in that end zone, thank you, Steve Bristow, again, for your gold sponsorship. We are going to actually go to a break, and we're going to learn a little bit more about Kellogg Lumber. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live.
What time is it? It's Brody Hoffman time. Kickoff, here we go. Line drive down to the 15, picked up. That's number 8. We've heard his name before. That's Gideon Boswell. He's got some get up and go. He's pursued there by a bunch of Wildcats, though. led by Varric Meredith, the destroyer. That'll be first down. And I think I was just saying, the Wildcats, sure, they'd like to score, but maybe not leave quite so much time here for the Corvallis Blue Devils, who, yes, played Hamilton last week and went down to Hamilton 48-6. So that had some scoring there. Looks like they have pretty much rebounded, though, not letting that game get to them. Getting some love in here for KJ Walker. Agreed. Love to see him having a great game. Thanks for shouting it out. David Nimrick, Caitlin Dumont. Love to have you guys on here. Voice of the Wildcats, Mr. Shepard, a.k.a. Shep, giving us some feedback and some comments. Thank you for that. And he is also, Mr. Shepard is our kind of our remote officials monitor. He knows kind of what he's watching to see who was off the line or who held or do whatever. So we got to make sure that we keep this chat up to where we can see it. As Mr. Shepard's helping us out tonight. He's my mobile. He is my off-site co-commentator tonight. Of course, he's watching on a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. We'll figure that part out. As Tucker gets to the line here, trying to manufacture some kind of offense here for the Blue Devils after 2 successful touchdown drives. Wildcats right now having none of it. Bunch of Wildcats in the backfield, including number 22, Dayton Bauer. Just a bunch of Wildcats in the backfield that time. Looks like a little bit of, I don't want to call it confusion, but a little bit of a rehuddle here by the Blue Devils. Corvallis Blue Devils. I love their colors. Helmets are sharp. Chase Tucker, shotgun, pistol. He's got offset. Running backs on the right side. He's going to keep it and go left. He's got a little bit of breathing room. Wildcats tried to hold up there. That was KJ and Austin Miller just trying to put on the brakes there. Good pursuit by the Wildcats, and it's going to be enough for a first down. Nice little scamper there by Tucker. So first down. The last couple of possessions have been pretty successful for Corvallis. Tucker doing a great job of kind of hanging in there. Had a first couple of drives were a little bit rough, but not letting that get to him. We got trips left again. Pistol formation. See how the Wildcats treat this. They got the single high safety. Oh, and a diving interception there by guess who that is. That is Colby Luna. He's catching passes again. This time not from his brother Ripley. Colby making some noise on the defensive end. That's a nice diving interception. We got that on replay. Nice job, Bucko. Let's go full screen on. You can't see those plays enough. These are good. This is good stuff. It wasn't the throw was maybe just kind of he read the throw. It was a decent throw, but a little bit maybe too out far ahead of him. But boy, Colby was having none of that interception. So Ripley and company back on the field here, maybe trying to put a few more points on the board before the end of the second quarter, first half. Little throw to the flat there. Luna to Froelich. Froelich having a good game last week. Very active receiver. Got about 3 there, I think. Buck, when are we going to put the first down line like they do in the NFL? When are we going to figure out how to draw that on there? I'm going to put that as your homework, maybe. So we got 2nd and 7 here for the Wildcats. That play to the flat. Gets about 3 yards. Ripley in the gun. Quick toss out to Bauer. Bauer looks to get the corner. Almost does. Still gets about 6 yards. It looks like we got a flag. Got 5 yards maybe. That might be coming back. It's probably a hold out there on the edge is my guess. Anytime there's yellow laundry in the backfield after a run, they're not making signals though, like hold. They're just pointing backwards. I'm gonna assume it was a hold. 30-14, second quarter. Just trying to get to halftime here. Wildcats moving in the wrong direction. It's going to be second down, and let's do some math here. A lot. Second down and Kellogg Lumber Company. Second and 23. I don't see a lot of panic in the Wildcats, however. They'll try to get a chunk of it back here, maybe run the clock a little bit. Little pump fake there. There's Meredith over the middle. Oh, and Meredith just gets tattooed by Dylan Potter, and he is not getting up too quickly. And he's gonna probably need to be looked at. And it was just an aggressive play on the ball. And Meredith will be down. We will give them time to take a look at Varick, and we will be back. And we are back and happy to report Mr. Meredith walking off on his own power. Maybe he just got the wind knocked. I think it might have been the wind knocked out of him because he looks fine. He's smiling coming off the field, but got hit right there in the chest. I think maybe sometimes you get the wind knocked out of you and it just takes a while to kind of get your bearings again. Wildcats will come back 3rd and 23 now. Looks like they're probably going to just go deep. Luna's going to try to get some space here. He's pursued quickly. I'll tell you what, that's number 12. Again, Dylan Potter is a one-man wrecking crew right now. And this Corvallis defense is fired up. It's 30-14. Wildcats did answer, but then on this drive here, these Blue Devils are flying around and getting to the ball. And they are gang tackling, and they are being physical. It's just good to see. Wildcats have definitely played very well, and I think, a lot of teams would have folded being down 22-0, but not for Corvallis. They are here for the duration. And a couple of great plays there by Dylan Potter. Single-handedly, that's a great punt. Super high. And it gets a Kellogg Wildcat bounce. So, those are special teams plays that with 2 minutes and 51 seconds, and they're starting at the, 17 instead of like the 35. That's a big, big deal. So, nice job on the punt team there for the Wildcats. Meredith back in the game, so must have just got the wind knocked out of him. He's back and ready to play. Wildcat defense going to have to stiffen up here a little bit because I think these Blue Devils are a little bit fired up. They'll have it 1st and 10, 17-yard line. They got 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Beautiful night here at Teeters Field. The keeper there for Tucker. He bounces it to the outside. Not much there. But I do like that play call. I like that he had the option to go dive and then didn't like what he saw. Thought maybe he could spring it. I'll tell you what, these Wildcats are going to have to be disciplined because this Corvallis team, coached by Josh McCrossan, they know what they're doing. This is an organized. Had it not been for a couple of false starts, they might have had a couple more successful drives, but a couple of those were self-inflicted. But for, other than that, their offense looks pretty promising. Tucker back to pass. He wanted to let that one go and just thought twice. He's going to keep it and scamper up for a couple yards. I think he's still going to be short. Yeah, I was 5 yards further over here to the near side. So yeah, it's going to be third down and quite a bit. It's not 9. It's 6. Good job of the Wildcats staying home because Tucker had a little bit of time there. We got single receiver up top. Looks like he's got man coverage with Colby. We got single high safety. That is Tanner Groves getting some significant minutes in the safety position. Got Ramsey Rainio lined up. It might be a cover two. Ramsey might drop, but it almost looks like Ramsey and Colby are locked up top. That's man up there. And here comes Tanner Groves with a move on the ball. Just as we say his name, he picks it off. Great eyes by Tanner Groves, and he returns it all the way down to the, it's past the 20. We were just talking about Tanner Groves in that safety position. His eyes were up, and he read the pass and made a move on it. And just like that, the Wildcats are back in action, and we are looking towards Dirty Dog corner. You know it. And a nice play there by Tanner in the safety position, reading the eyes of the quarterback, jumping on that pass. And just like that, the Wildcats are in business. Ripley in the gun. Another quick toss out to the outside. Colby was there. Maybe just a little bit too much mustard on that one. Colby couldn't bring it in. He had a little bit of room out there. Wildcats have been really going to that quick hitter to the outside to both Luna. I've seen them throw it to Froelich. Seen them throw it to KJ. So Ripley's got a nice battery of receivers that can catch. So why not let him sling it? And he has the arm. That throw is difficult to make across the field like that. It's picked off a lot, and that's a mistake there. It's a high snap. Ripley doesn't care. He's going to get it and heave it over the head of Jace Garcia and under Austin Miller. So he kind of threw it into a window there. Not what you want if you're the Wildcats, snapping it, a bad snap, but I think that's maybe the first, if not the second, errant snap there by the Wildcats. I like the timeout call here. Going to regroup. It's 3rd and 10. It's probably 2-down territory here, so get a couple plays dialed up here and see if they can't punch it in the Dirty Dog end zone. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be right back.
Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats!
Back just in time. Ripley taking a roll down the left side. Fires back across the middle. Dangerous pass. I mean dangerous as it could have been picked off. It also could have taken someone's head off. It had that much heat on it. So it's going to be 4th and 10. Wildcats definitely kind of looking to roll Ripley out a little bit, let him see what develops downfield. Worked really well in the first quarter. Since then, great job by Corvallis, kind of tightening up that coverage, staying home, letting Luna maybe go side to side but not upfield, and cover downfield. So 4th down for the Wildcats. Might as well go for it here. We are looking towards the Dirty Dog and Kellogg Lumber Company. Ripley taking a look. He pump fakes. He's going to go to the corner. It looks like it's too much for his brother. Is that his brother? It looks like it is. Just a bit out of reach. Decent effort, though. Nice nice try by Colby, laying out the whole way, just trying to get that pass. It was just inches away. That means the Corvallis Blue Devils, led by Chase Tucker, are going to get another crack at knocking some of those points out of this 30-14 deficit in the first half. But a great second quarter for Corvallis. 2 touchdowns to 1 for Kellogg, so they've basically outscored Kellogg here in the second quarter and been very, very physical. So Kellogg definitely has something to think about at halftime. Tucker taking a look. He's got a couple receivers to the left side. He connects. I don't know. I think that's going to be incomplete. But if it's not, they're going to call that a fumble and recovery. But guess Tanner Groves is everywhere. They are going to call that. And that's going to be a touchdown, Wildcats. I don't know if we have that on replay. Let's go see if we have it. Let's go to the full screen. We see the tail end of it. It looks like that could have been an incomplete pass. That was intended. It was Gideon Boswell, but the refs are going to say he had possession, and that's going to be a scoop and score by guess who? Tanner Groves. Let's take another look. Tanner's smart to scoop that up, and he just takes off for the dirty dog corner. Buck's got to catch up with him. By the time he does, it's a touchdown. Wildcats with a huge turnover there. I didn't get to see enough of the catch and move. And I know if the NFL can't figure out what a catch is, it probably wouldn't have mattered if we did have a replay. But smart heads-up play by Tanner Groves. Picking it up, but you don't hear a whistle. You go, and you score a touchdown. And if it's a dead ball, it's a dead ball. But if you don't hear a whistle, you go for it. Just like that, 36-14. Wildcats with a late first half touchdown. That's got to be a backbreaker for Corvallis. I'm sure it's not going to deter their effort, but after putting together a pretty admirable second quarter, just one little mistake there. Probably wish that could have been called incomplete, but I guess they thought Boswell had that for a couple steps, and then I don't even think there was contact. I think he just kind of dropped it when he went to turn up field. So, guess what time it is? It's Brody Hoffman time. Brody's going to try to put this down far enough to keep these Blue Devils out of the west end zone. And we will go to halftime, hopefully. 36-14, Wildcats Live. Check us out at wildcatslive.org. We use primarily YouTube. Please subscribe to us. It's free. You don't have to put the notification if you don't want to, but please subscribe. We're working to try to get 1,000 subscribers so we can do some mobile things. In the meantime, we're just trying to rock it as best we can using our laptop setup. Live streaming from wherever we can. We've got a mobile crew consisted of Buck Coe and Ty Cheney on road volleyball games. A lot of times, is that Ty down there? Ty's down there grabbing the tee right now, so he's putting in some work down on the sideline. He's not shoveling snow again, though. And we'll see if that happens this season. Probably not going to happen until the last home game, but who knows? It was October last year when we had the snowstorm, so out come the Blue Devils. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for those in the chat. KJ getting a lot of love in the chat. It's good to see. Tanner Groves making his presence felt tonight, playing that safety position. That's a nice throw there. Uh-oh. It's a nice throw to number 6, and number 6, Trey Joseph. He left a path of Wildcats grabbing for grass, and I don't know if we might have a couple of Wildcats cramping up again. We dealt with cramps last year, but we got a couple Wildcats down. We will take a quick break, and we'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Well, we talked about how quickly the first half had gone. Welcome back, everybody. And then we had a couple injuries here. Both players walked off on their own power again, so hopefully just some stingers or some strains or just some quick injuries that aren't significant. Both are up and walking, so that is a good sign. And that will be a first down for Corvallis here. Still got a minute left to go after these delays here. Tough to maintain any little bit of continuity if you're Corvallis, and then if you're the Wildcats, seeing a couple of your main guys go down, that always maybe puts a little bit of pause in your mind. It's tough to that next play or that next series after one of your teammates has gone down and looked like they're pretty significantly injured. Wildcats just kind of, football's that way. You just got to have a short memory. You got to come back out and continue to be physical. And one player that has been physical and aware tonight is Tanner Groves. And there's a great tackle by number 53 in the backfield. That's Tanner Lee getting to the quarterback. Yeah, that was Tucker, the quarterback. Tanner Lee getting some quick pressure there. Just what the Wildcats need. It's 3rd and 12, and the clock continues to run. Wildcats really need to be cognizant of not getting beat over the top here. They're given plenty of space, but you also can't let guys go free and then break tackles. Here's a pitch and catch there, and that is a huge hit by KJ Walker here on the near sideline. He got some of his teammates pretty fired up with that hit. Oh, my. That is a decleater right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's worth seeing twice. KJ Walker. We'll go back here and then hit the replay again. Nice little catch there, but it was short-lived. That was well earned there by Gideon Boswell as KJ Walker brought the thunder on that one. Somebody said in the chat, little KJ. Heck yes. Great form tackle. Nothing malicious or dirty about that hit. Just a good, clean football hit. Well timed. Ooh, we've had a couple of those tonight. Just a good physical football game. Ball at the 46. Yeah, that's the 46. So, I mean, an impressive hit, but it's going to be 4th down and 2, which is manageable. I mean, I don't know if it's a huge gamble at this point. If you are Corvallis, if you don't convert this, you give the Wildcats the ball with maybe 10 or so seconds to go on the 46, or depending on, no better than the 46. If you get the first down, I don't know if you have any timeouts. So, I wouldn't punt this away. I'd go for something, but I'd make sure I take a little bit of time off the clock. And I mean, I don't know at this point with the injuries if Kellogg's going to, take like some last second shot down the field. They'll probably run some kind of conservative play, but what do I know? We'll see. Here's a fake handoff there. Tucker's going to let one rip, and guess what? It's going to be Tanner Groves. Have yourself a football game, young fella. And he's got a wall of blockers. He just had to get past Tanner Lee. He's not able to do so. What a half for Tanner Groves. Another interception. I think that's 2 interceptions and a scoop and score fumble. Mr. Defense, Tanner Groves, making himself a statement tonight. And with that Groves interception, we are going to mercifully go to halftime, take a little bit of a break here. We will be back after a little bit of some words from our sponsors, some graphics from some of our generous sponsors. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with the third quarter. Don't go away. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little delayed on our feed here, but we got the broadcasting software open now, and we see that the teams have both returned to the field. We hope you enjoyed. If you stuck with us, we hope you enjoyed a little halftime with, I don't know, we might call it Lord of the Flies on the field with a little bit of with some frisbee dog action. So, I mean, we got it all here. No Kellogg pet band yet. This is the second football game before school starts. I've always kind of been used to the Labor Day matchup, and that always used to be a Kellogg Wallace. Here comes the kick. It's not a squib this time, but this is the second Kellogg football game before the start of school, so definitely different than what we are used to. Kicking off here the second half, I will say a lot of players had a great half and some great plays, and Ripley Luna throwing some dimes to KJ and Luke and Austin and Colby. But I gotta say, the player of the half for me, Buck, Tanner Groves. That kid was everywhere in the second quarter. There were some key players there for the Blue Devils as well. Gideon Boswell was everywhere. Man, Bennett Bowman made a couple big plays. There was just a lot of guys flying around. It was fun to watch. We're trying to get that scoreboard dialed in for you. We just do a little picture-in-picture there. Sometimes it gets bumped. Some of our live streaming is high-tech, and some of it's not so high-tech. We just do a little trickery with the cameras. So thanks for joining us. Start of the second half, Kellogg, Idaho. It just does not get any better than this. We got a little breeze blowing into the skybox here at Teeters. 36-14 after a 14-14 second quarter basically draw from both teams. It looked early on as the Wildcats test the middle there with Austin Miller. It looked early on in the second quarter as though the Blue Devils were going to make a little bit of a run on the Wildcats, and they had outscored them 14-0 before the Wildcats got a couple of late touchdowns, one of them being a scoop and score by the aforementioned Tanner Groves. What a half that kid had. As Ripley back in the shotgun. He's got two up top, two down below. Little 2x2 set. And a little pitch and catch there for a first down. That's going to go, I bet you I know who it's to. It's Colby Luna. When those two need a connection, they pretty much know how to do it. And while we were away, we got just an awesome response, and we have another Wildcat sponsor here. First down 10 for the Wildcats. Ripley discussing possibly protection and or possible variations on the play here to his lone running back here. Taking a look, he's taking his time. Wildcats, good job getting the play in, giving Luna enough time to survey things. He throws that one. That was a miscommunication between Ripley and KJ. Looked like he did not expect KJ to go on that slant and almost threw an interception, threw it wide. Anyway, we have a new Wildcat sponsor to announce. We got a couple of messages over halftime. This one coming from Katie and Blaine Buckingham. Katie, you might know her as Katie Dumont. She wanted to support Wildcats Live and the Kellogg Wildcats. She also wanted to say, hey, KJ, your big sister is proud of you, and she should be. And we're grateful to you, Katie and Blaine. And thanks for your support, and we'll continue to rotate your graphic there as Ripley continues to rumble down the field to the Dirty Dog corner for a touchdown. Wildcats. Let's see where he breaks away. Boy, some of these plays, Buck, we might have to have two replay settings. One for a long, improvised, magical play, and one for those quick hitters, because you give Ripley Luna an inch, and he's going to take it to pay dirt. That is a touchdown for the Wildcats. Not much time off the clock at all. But anyway, as the Wildcats score their points there, And we have the PAT from Colby. Thanks once again to Katie and Blaine Buckingham. And Big Sister's proud of you, KJ. Katie, thank you. And Blaine, thank you. We will keep that graphic. That will get to play through. It will also be on our website. And anytime you have a shout out, send it to Kellogg, K Wildcats Live. We'll read it out there for you. Because we think we're going to see a lot more of KJ this year. His senior year, he's making a mark here in football like we knew he would. And I think he knows a thing or two about basketball as well. So glad to have you guys as supporters and on board. We appreciate it. Wildcats spirit, alive and well. And Katie played a little bit of basketball herself. And I was part of some really dynamic and successful girls basketball teams, I think, that made it well into the state tournament multiple years in a row. So, Katie, thank you. And we're glad to have you guys aboard. Wildcats get some more points. Was that extra point good, Buck? You got the extra point good. Colby punched it through. He hasn't missed an extra point yet? Oh, man. Buck's keeping, but in addition to running multiple cameras and producing the feed, Buck is also our statistician tonight. We're running pretty lean tonight. It's just me and Buck. Ty down there helping out on the sideline, getting a little fresh air tonight. And guess what time it is? It's Brody time. Let's see what we can do here with the kickoff. Wildcats need to, I do notice that when they have, looks like we might get an offsides here. I did notice the last couple times they got out to a 2+ touchdown lead, it seemed like we got a little complacent. Not taking anything away from these Blue Devils. These guys are feisty and just not giving up one bit. But it just felt like the Wildcats kind of thought, oh, hey, it's been a good game. Thanks, guys. And then Corvallis punches right back. So it has been a fun game to call. The weather is perfect. Nothing like Friday night at Teeters Field. It's like Buck and I were talking right now. It's almost a little too warm in this booth, but now we got a little breeze blowing in. But in a couple of weeks, we'll have coats on and the heaters cranked up because it can change in the blink of an eye like it did last year. Snow Bowl, homecoming, and a snow globe. It was amazing. So nothing like Teeters Field, Kellogg, Idaho. Wildcats kick off. That's Brody Hoffman. Got a little bit of a seam closed up very quickly there by Austin Miller. We got a little bit of physicality happening there after the play, playing through to the whistle. Good to see Varick Meredith back out on the field. Ty Cheney, MVP tonight, getting that tee for Brody. Nice job, Ty. We got to get him on camera next time, Buck. We got to get the Ty cam. If we score again, we'll have to remember that. All right, so the Blue Devils going to take over, see if they can manufacture a drive here. They need it. They've got to get some kind of momentum and keep the ball out of the hands of the Wildcats because the Wildcats, I think, are smelling blood now. Nice, some nice stuff in the chat here. Nicole, thanks for joining us. Come on, Blue Devils. Yeah, they're doing you proud. They're a little bit outmanned right now, but they definitely are showing some sparks. So there's a nice open field tackle there. I think that's another scoop. That was a fumble. That was a nice little throw and catch, but I think it was Colby who with the big hit jarred that ball loose. And I think that's going to be another turnover. And we're going to go to replay again. We had our other screen up. Looks like we're going to have to add some more screens up here, Buck. Let's go full screen again and see what we got. Yeah, that's a big hit and just kind of knocked the ball loose and scooped it up. And the Wildcats will take over. Who was that recovered that? Is that Varick? Who is that? I couldn't see. Somebody will tell me in the chat. Wildcats back in business. Not what you wanted to see if you're the Blue Devils. You kind of want to keep the ball a little bit there, maybe put a drive together. Wildcats will get it right back, though. They'll throw it to the flat, and that is Froelich. Not much doing there. Good job making that adjustment defensively, just like that. A lot of these guys play two ways, just like Kellogg. A lot of these Corvallis guys play in both ways, and you're on offense, and then the next minute, it's a turnover, and you have to go out, right back out and play defense. Man, small town football, I tell you what, these are some of the toughest athletes there are. Ripley taking a look, 2nd and 11, about 9 minutes to go. Looks like we're going to get probably a false start. Going to go back real quickly here to the chat. It was a false start. Anyway, thanks for joining us, Nicole Morgan. Your team is hanging in there. And yes, Katie, you did teach him well, Katie. I do remember watching you play, and you've taught KJ quite well. So let's keep that going. Hopefully for just a healthy and successful football season here. One game at a time, enjoying that senior year, not getting too far ahead of ourselves, but looking forward to basketball too. KJ on a little go route there, nothing there. Everybody's covered up. Luna comes back across the field, and I think that's going to be picked off. Maybe an ill-advised play, kind of forced that throw in there. I mean, Luna, he's got some confidence. He's not going to just, he's not just going to eat it there. And he thought he saw KJ open coming across the middle and just didn't connect. And a nice play on the ball, interception there for the Blue Devils. I think that was number 12. Was that number 12, Dylan Potter? I wouldn't surprise me if it was. I just saw the tail end of it. Apologies if I didn't get the name. Nonetheless, a great defensive play there and a spark maybe that the Blue Devils need here. Early in the third quarter, Wildcats scoring pretty quickly off a turnover. And so it will be Chase Tucker trying to get something going here, and it's going to be a handoff. Nothing much up the middle. And we got flags on the field again. That was number 49, Logan Avery. Not finding much breathing room there along the left side of the line. Wildcats in pretty good pursuit. And it looks like it's going to be either a hold or an illegal shift. I missed the signal. It is going to be on Corvallis, yes. So we thought it was either a hold or... So it's going to go back. If it's a hold, it's 10 yards. Yep, they're going all the way back. So that is going to put Corvallis in a little bit of a hole here. Wildcats maybe with an opportunity to look for another turnover. If you're Corvallis, you got to be thinking we just need a positive play here. We got faithful Corvallis Blue Devil fan here, Nicole Morgan, Solomon, Gideon, Logan, AJ, Hunter. Keep your hearts and your enthusiasm and energy up. You boys got this every game, no matter the result. A wonderful learning opportunity. You got this. That's a cool message, and it's true. It's just really what. It's really what high school sports are about. You compete, you play hard, there's another, it looks like it might be another fumble, unfortunately for Corvallis. But yes, you are right, Nicole. These high school sports are great, and you fight and you battle no matter what the score is, and every game is an opportunity to learn and grow. So really, hats off to your team for traveling over here to meet us. Maybe we'll have a home and home. Maybe we'll be headed to Montana next year. Who knows? And we got another turnover in the meantime. And we're going to try to figure out who recovered it. It was kind of a scrum there, and the ball popped loose. Looks like it might have been Guess who's right there? It's Tanner Groves. He's fighting his own players for it. He's even trying to recover points or the ball from his own teammates. So Tanner definitely getting the Ball Hawk Award tonight. And we're not even halfway through the third quarter. Tanner Groves having himself a ball game. Ripley with the handoff there to Austin Miller, trying to find a seam and does. Churning his legs, still moving, close to a first down. That's a nice little inside run play there by the Wildcats, finally getting a little bit of momentum going forward. It's one of the more productive run plays we've seen tonight. Austin Miller, and a lot of times that's going to happen. Players are kind of probably getting a little bit tired now. A lot of these Corvallis and Kellogg, but a lot of these Corvallis players have been playing both ways, so a little fatigue starting to set in. Kellogg's got to know that. Ripley knows that. Down here in Dirty Dog corner, see what we have here. Buck is ready. He's got his arms out the booth. This is where we have to really stretch to get some of these angles, but getting better at those every week. Scramble to the left, now to the right, lofts it up. It looks like it is KJ. I believe that's KJ Walker with just a huge grab. That's two basketball players in sync right there. That is a great touchdown throw and catch by the Wildcats. KJ Walker also getting in on the action here. And it's almost like Sister Katie kind of willed it to be. Kind of gave us a shout out on the email and the Wildcat level sponsor, and guess what? KJ must have heard it and comes through with a nice sky grab there, nice high toss, and KJ just went up and grabbed it like it was a basketball. So touchdown Wildcats, 49-14. Corvallis going to go back and see if they can regroup and put something together. We're going to do the same. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching, everybody. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Katie, I'm working on that graphic. I didn't see it cycle through that time. I'll keep working. I'd have a lot more opportunity to troubleshoot that, but it's just me and Buck up here tonight. So we'll wait and see if that name cycles through. If it doesn't, we'll reload that list and see if it checks in there. We did put your name and uploaded it, so we'll just kind of be patient here. We still have another quarter and a half, so one of these breaks will redo the stack and get it figured out there. Supposed to do it automatically, but sometimes tech happens. Wildcats, Blue Devils, Friday Night Lights, Kellogg, Idaho. I'm a little biased, but this is one of the most iconic high school football venues in the area. It just is. I have never... we brought this up in the snow globe game, though, last year. I still don't quite understand. The grandstands over here are massive. And we just give our visitors just this little, section of bleachers down there. It's pretty common in a lot of places for obviously the other team is on the other side. I guess you want your fans to be on your side. That is one thing. But I know that, like, at stadiums like Lakeland and there's a couple others, Timberlake, everybody sits on the same side. So it's just odd to me that we have this massive covered grandstand, and sometimes it's just snowing or pouring, and those diehard guest fans are just over there cheering their hearts out. So I guess it's just the way it is at Teeters. Blue Devils trying to get something going here. 2nd 10. Tucker thinks about pulling the trigger, and then he keeps it, and now he's going to succumb to a host of purple jerseys flying to the ball. They just feasted on that one right there. In fact, a couple of Wildcats, Varric Meredith is shaken up again, like he hit his hand or his wrist or his arm, and I think that was friendly fire there. I think he ran into his own player. So it looks like we have a timeout on the field. We're going to do the same. I'm going to work on some of our graphics here. We'll be right back.
Located at 6600 North Government Way, ACI Northwest is the premier heating, cooling, and electrical company in the area. With more than 85 years of experience, they provide their customers with total home comfort and complete peace of mind. They do this through their commitment to professionalism and a written, unconditional, 1-year, money-back satisfaction guarantee on all residential installations. Call ACI Northwest today for excellent heating, air conditioning, and electrical services. The crew at ACI want to remind people that this time of year, furnace maintenance is important to ensure the longevity of your equipment and to avoid the nuisance of expensive breakdowns on the coldest days of the year. Ask how to save 20% on your maintenance and or repairs. Go Wildcats!
And we are back off the break. Blue Devil ball, 3rd and 12. Tough down and distance. They've kind of been in that territory a lot of tonight. They have had a few pretty impressive plays. Going to be 4th down here. I think you just, even though it's 49-14, I think the smart thing to do here is to punt it. Just try to get it down. Try to make the Wildcats go the length of the field at least as much as possible. You don't want to give them the ball at the 30. Maybe if it was 4th and 2 or 3 and you were more towards midfield, but this is you got to punt it here. Pretty decent punt there. That is fielded by Froelich. He does a couple spin moves, hits the Y button on the joystick, and he has got some open field. There is a flag down. That usually means probably a block in the back when the field reversed, or it could be a hold. Yeah, it looks like somebody got, might have been a block in the back. Good replay there, Buck. We'll let the crowd decide what they saw there. Looked like somebody kind of got clipped in the back. That'll bring the Wildcats back 15 yards. The turnover the turnover on the punt, change of possession, I should say, will still happen. So it was after that. So the Wildcats will have the ball 1st down. At the, looks like the 35-yard line. Got about 5 minutes here. Just a little over 5. Ripley Luna still back not under center. He's actually in the shotgun. Lofts a nice pass over, and there's Froelich again. He's starting to make a little bit of a presence felt here in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats with a nice depth at the receiver position, I would say. They have plenty of guys that can run good routes and catch the ball. And Ripley can definitely, he can throw it, you know. He can throw it a little bit. It's going to be 2nd and 2, good down and distance here. You got some options. Maybe look for an inside run, maybe a little play action. It's going to be a stretch run. It's going to go to Austin Miller. He's going to keep his feet. He's going to wrap that ball up. Got that ball out there a little bit, but he held on to it. He's going to rumble down to the 30. That's going to be a Wildcat 1st down. Nice little stretch run there, and anytime you run that, he did a good job of shedding tacklers there. Anytime you run that little stretch run to the either side horizontally, you've got to have disciplined linemen that once you have engaged your blocker and you know that the play is outside of you, you can't hold or grab a jersey. You just got to kind of stay engaged and then let the guy try to pursue. At that point, your blocking has been effective. There's a nice throw to the flat. That's Meredith. He's been a little banged up tonight, but he is hanging in there. And a nice little catch there for a gain of about 5. Still looking for that that new graphic. I don't know why it's not don't know why it's not cycling through there. We will get it figured out though. Missing a little bit of our crew tonight. We got Ty Cheney down there working the sidelines. I think we got Josh McDonald on special assignment. He's attending, I believe is it a Mullen football game? I'm not sure. It's been a long week. So it's just me, Simon Miller, up here with my good buddy Buck Coe, who is brains of the operation, I tend to say more than once, and he's running the camera, he's running the production, and he's keeping me in line as much as possible. Thanks for watching us. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please spread our channel around. If we have any Wildcats relatives, fans, we'd love to see you. This is Ripley Luna. I don't know, maybe they're going to play this into the fourth quarter. I'm starting to think about getting Ripley Luna. I know he doesn't want to break, but I'm thinking it might be, could be Reed Walcott time. And I would love to see me some Rito right now. So let's see. I don't know if he has if he played JV. The JV's played last night though. Maybe Reed's not. I don't know if Reed has any quarters. I don't see him down there. Nice little shifty move there. That's number 45. Coleman Blaylock getting some action. Nice little move to the inside to get a few extra yards. Coleman Blaylock, a freshman. Good to see the freshman getting some just quality reps and minutes that aren't just kind of being thrown to the fire, just kind of getting into this game at a 49-14. Not that it's over yet, but it's definitely at a tone that, you get in there and get your feet wet a little bit. High snap. Of course, Luna has no problem with it. He slings it out to the sideline. I don't know if that's going to be offensive pass interference or if that's going to be pass interference. There's contact down there. That's Colby. It's tough to cover Colby, but I got to tell you, these defensive players from Corvallis are as tough as they come. Looks like it is going to be pass interference, and you're just hanging on for dear life when you've got Ripley has somebody in his sights and they're running away from you, and that ball gets floated, that dime gets floated over your head. There's just only so much you can do. First and goal from the 6. Not exactly dirty dog corner, Buck. We're kind of working our way towards Kellogg Lumber, and that is Austin Miller rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for a gain of about a yard. That was a hard-earned yard right there. So we are working our way towards Kellogg Lumber, Buck. We are going for the Kellogg Lumber corner. And I don't think you can see it on our cropped scoreboard, but of course you can see the number 30 and 91 for Kellogg High School alumnus Tim Bush. Great to see those numbers and his name etched on that scoreboard forever, basically. There's another. That's going to be pass interference, too. They are just, I think Aiden Main has just had enough of these Kellogg receivers, and he's just like, okay, you guys might score here, but it's not going to be easy. And I'm going to grab and pull and do whatever I can to keep you out of this end zone. And unfortunately, it's going to be first and goal again for the Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 3. So we'll see what happens there. But still, you got to admire the scrap and you got to admire the no quit. I love that. And I haven't seen an ounce of quit in this Corvallis team the entire night. Luna with a little play fake and then a quick dive. It looks like it's just short. Is it short? Yes, he's down to about the 1 yard line. Just a little slip play here. Or did they score it? I thought I saw a flag, though. That's when it's the ball. Oh, it is a touchdown. So this is the point after. He did get into the end zone. Is that Austin Miller that got in? The extra point here will be held by Ripley Luna, kicked by Colby. And this will be the Kellogg Lumber extra point. Hold is down. It's a fake. It's a little toss. Colby's going to give it a shot with the right hand. I don't know if they got that or did they catch that? I got no indication yet. Of course, I missed the touchdown call. Nonetheless, 55-14. We will go to special teams. We will try to get to the fourth quarter here shortly. We'll be right back. And we're back. And Brody's kicking it off. And that's a nifty little return there for Corvallis. Is that number 2, Aiden Main, or is... Oh, that is 24. Cade. That is Cade Trihey on the return. First time we've said that name tonight. Here we have the Wildcat defense. See some new faces out there, maybe a little bit. Got some guys with some well-earned sideline time. Yeah, and I don't see, or do I see Reed? I do see Reed. So I think it's going to be Reed time here. I think it's going to be Reedo time when the Wildcats get the ball back. It may be in this quarter, it may not be, but I bet it's going to happen. There's a nice little inside run there. Once again, Logan Avery. I believe Logan's a freshman. And that's a nice little run there. That's some good vision. Let the hole develop, see where your gaps are, see where your crease is, and hit the hole and go. Corvallis with the play check. Looks like they will switch formations here. Shift that H back over to the left side. Receivers up top. Ooh, that was a tough one. That timing of that one was tough. They tried to go back to Avery, and Wildcats were having none of it. It was kind of a slow developing play anyway. Get that motion going to the left and then slip Avery back to the right, and it just wasn't there from the very beginning. We got some new reserves coming in here for the Blue Devils. That includes Taz Smith, offensive lineman, sophomore, getting into the game here tonight. Chase Tucker been calling the shots here for the Corvallis Blue Devils all night. He is a senior. Oh, that was a dangerous throw, and Colby saw it. Colby sniffed it out and had a chance at it. Just falls down to the ground, so Tucker fortunate to get that one back. That's going to be 3rd and 5. It did get a little bit of push on that first down play, and then go with an incomplete, and then all of a sudden you're at 4th and 5. They're going to go for it though. Why not? Here comes Garcia. What a tackle. Garcia coming from all the way across the formation on kind of a backside corner blitz. Tucker had no shot there. Garcia closed that gap very quickly. Wildcats just really ball hawking tonight. Just all over the football. Had a couple of momentary lapses. A double pass was really a nifty play there by Corvallis caught and I love that play call, because anytime you have a team like Kellogg that is maybe gaining some confidence defensively and maybe over pursuing, that double pass was a perfect play call. That was fun to watch. And guess who? Reed Wildcat into the game for the Wildcats. He tosses it to Austin Miller, who has a head of steam. He's headed for Dirty Dog Corner. He's going to score. Wildcats kind of pouring it on here. Playing hard. Both teams playing hard. Wildcats successful on the ground now here as it becomes 61-14. Reed Wildcat's first snap. He tosses it to Austin Miller, who takes it the rest of the way. Wildcat, hail to the Wildcats, playing down there for the... Got a pretty good crowd down there. I went down at halftime. Got a pretty good crowd of people, Wildcat fans. And I think we're going to try to make the best of this 3-game homestand before going on the road. So we'll be here next Friday. Here's the kick. Colby, it's a high one. I think it's good. And nice conversion there. Maybe a little bit of an errant snap. And it's 62-14. Yes, next week the Wildcats will be back at Teeters Field. And so will we, to face, I believe, the Orfino Maniacs. So we're going from Blue Devils to Maniacs. It's kind of that's a tough mascot stretch there. But I know the Wildcats are up for it. See if we have, if we're going to put somebody else in to kick for Brody. He's got to be getting tired. He's been kicking off quite a bit tonight. That's a good thing if you're a Wildcat. So we might get a little, are we going to get the Ty cam here? Is Ty still down there? Is he going to go grab the... Yep, there he is. Number 6, guys. Number 6 on the jersey. Number 1 in your hearts, Ty Cheney. He is on T duty right now. And we will see. We'll get to critique his performance here. He'll get to watch this later on. He's being distracted now by the water guy. So he's going to have to fight that off and stay focused. As Brody Hoffman, if his leg's not falling off by now. There's the kick. That's a nice kick. Great kick. See if the Wildcats can stay in their lanes. Coming back across the formation. Uh-oh. He found some daylight. That is Boswell. Nice little return there by Boswell. There goes Ty. We've got the Ty Cheney cam. We're on replay, but we got Ty hustling out there. Oh, I think we missed him. Buck went to replay. We didn't get the Ty cam. We got him, though. Good execution, Ty. Well done. Nice little run there. Nice little return by Gideon. Boswell gives the Blue Devils great field position here at the 50-yard line. Looks like we might have time for one more play if it's a run play. If it's a pass play, possibly 2. It's going to be, he's going to keep it. That's Tucker. He had a little bit of daylight, but that is going to do it for the third quarter. We will not have to move too far. We're going to flip sides, and we're right about at the 50, so it's not too far for either team to go. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching. everybody. We got one more quarter to go. Wildcats live. I mean, I'm not in a hurry to get out of here. These autumn nights, these football games, these high school football games, it goes way too quick. There is a seam. That's number 49. I believe that's the freshman, Logan Avery, 5'11", squirt through the line there, and he's got a big gain for the Blue Devils. Nice little play there by Corvallis, and the freshman breaks free for a nice gain. And they'll go right back to work. Chase Tucker, these guys aren't going away. They want to score some points. Defense for the Wildcats. Getting in position here. Looks like man coverage on the outside on the receivers. Looks like a single high safety. There's a pass from Tucker, a little too high. Intended receiver, I think, was Boswell. His name has been mentioned quite a bit tonight, offensively, defensively. In come a few reserves here for the Blue Devils, including number 1, Bennett Bowman. I think he had a couple big plays as well. Second and 10. Just starting here in the fourth quarter. And I like how the Blue Devils are using Logan Avery. He is he's kind of been a good spark here in the fourth, actually the second half here for Corvallis. I like the freshman getting some touches here. He definitely has a knack for finding the crease. Not the biggest guy out there. Of course, he's a freshman, but man, he's got vision. Chase Tucker takes a look back over at coach. See what we're going to adjust the play to. We got a guy way wide down here on the far side, and it looks like he's going to try to throw a slant route to him. He's got him. It's number 12. Nice execution. It's Potter again. I think Potter was involved in that double pass earlier. So finding some success here late in the game, early in the fourth quarter. Looks like the Corvallis offense trying to find a little pay dirt here in the Dirty Dog corner. First and 10. Ball is on the 15-yard line. Wildcat defense trying to adjust. Tucker takes a snap. Sidesteps, has got a guy. Oh, and it's going to be picked. That was well read. And that is going to be, probably have to get that on replay. Looks like coming from a linebacker from the safety position. I can't see a number on that. You see the number on that, Buck? I was too busy capturing the replay, but what a great interception. Big turnover for the Wildcats. And a lot of field here to work with coming the other way. So Corvallis gotta dig in again. And it's going to continue to be as KJ comes off the field here. I see Reed Wildcat getting the play call. Reed getting some action here in the fourth quarter. The snap, handoff, gets about a yard or two. It's okay, we're running clock. I think that was Austin Miller on the carry, number 40. Tough to see some of these numbers. And especially when they're a little bit further away. That's the one awesome part about Teeters being up here in the skybox. It's just an amazing view. But it's also quite a ways away. How about Reed Wildcat keeping the play alive there after a sketchy snap. Keeps it alive and then completes a little short pass out to the flat. But the knee was down. I think it was Froelich. Knee was down, so can't advance it after that. Third down and 11. Not much doing on this drive so far for the Wildcats. Wildcat's got a 2x2 pistol. Wildcat, nice throw there. Stepped into that one. You can kind of see getting his feet underneath him a little bit in varsity action here. That throw looked like a really confident throw there by Reed. Got about 5 yards. Looks like we're going to get the punt unit out here for the Wildcats. The clock continues to run, which is a good thing. Corvallis may be looking to get a quick special teams burst here. Deep to receive. I think it's Gideon Boswell. Looks like number 8. And is that Brody? Back to punt for the Wildcats. Looks like it is. Gets it away. Takes a huge bounce just between first and second base. Nice Wildcat bounce there. And the Corvallis Blue Devils will get another shot at it. Chase Tucker and crew. With about 6 minutes to go, we do have a running clock, I believe, due to the point differential. Oh, there's Ty. Ty's getting something going here. Getting a different ball, switching the football. Good job, Ty. Getting Ty some screen time there. Wildcats live teammate down there, Ty Cheney, number 6, wearing his junior football jersey. About 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Wildcats with a late substitution here. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off. Defensive substitution. They do get it in on time. Corvallis did not snap it, to get them with too many guys on the field and get a nice little, looks like a 6-yard gain maybe. Got to hand it to these Blue Devils. That's quite a road trip to make. And, they had a rough game last week, but, boy, got some young talent, and they got a lot of want to. So, I'm sure they have some games coming up on their schedule that are going to be good ones to watch. Got a good group here. Blue Devil fans. It's been fun to watch them. Getting some shout-outs here in the chat. KJ, that's my brother, Caitlin Dumont. Just fresh off the Wildcat sponsor. David Nimrick, great grab, kid. Jody Sawyer, loving that. Loving Rito. Yeah, we're loving us some Rito time tonight. And Coleman Blaylock, heck yes. Yes, he got some good moments and made some big plays. Blue Devils, keep your spirits up, rebuilding, and you'll get better each game. I firmly believe that. May, Bella, Gaston, I agree with you. These guys are winners. They just keep playing hard, and they've broken a couple plays here, and no give up in them at all. So hats off to the Blue Devils for sure. Thanks for making the trip and maybe starting something new, maybe a little bit different opponent for us. Maybe a home and home, like I said earlier. Make a trip to Montana next year. That one's up for grabs. I was going to say that you can't throw that up for grabs. And guess who it is? It's the aforementioned Reed Wildcat. Rito mode goes up and grabs the interception. We got a flag. I don't want to hope for whatever the flag is, but I'm hoping it's after the interception. Maybe a blindside block or a block in the back or a hold or something. Can't see yet, but nonetheless, what a grab by Reed Wildcat. Making some noise here, making the most of his minutes. Coming in for Ripley Luna, and on the defensive side as well. Tell you what, his teammates are pretty fired up for him down there after that interception. I think the interception's going to stand. It's just going to be 15 yards further back. But I don't think the Wildcats are going to hang their heads on that. At least it appears that it's 15 yards. It looks like it's much more than that, but it probably happened. You know, during the run back, obviously, but it was probably from the spot of the foul. Nonetheless, a little bit more field. A little more field for the offense. Looks like we're getting some late subs in here. Gabe Jenisic into the game. Yeah, you got to have your center. Oh, good job getting him in. Reed with a quick throw out to the flat. I believe that, is that Blaylock? Is that Coleman Blaylock? Is that Dayton Bauer? I couldn't see those gold numbers. Or once we get into the, I love it that we're getting into some of the younger players, but I can't see. Oh, is that Froelich? Yeah, I think it's Froelich.
7 turnovers tonight.
Buck says, is that unofficial or is that official, Buck? Unofficial? Okay, so according to Buck's incredible brain, 7 turnovers tonight for the Blue Devils. Not what you want to hear, but they'll get better. They're young. They got some young players. Oh, for everybody. Okay. Reed out on the loose. Little scramble there, little improv by Rito, and he's going to be close to a first down. Nice job there, keeping his eyes up. Looks like we're probably going to let this clock run, I'm thinking, unless they want to try to get one more play in. Looks like we're just going to let that clock run. Once again, thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for everyone in the chat. And, oh, was that Ridge Ortley? I see a number 20 in the chat. Jody, if that was Ridge on that play. Yeah, it probably was. So, sorry I didn't get that name right that time. Wildcats, nonetheless, will take a 62-14 victory over the Corvallis Blue Devils. Thank you, Corvallis, for making the trip. Great job, Wildcats. We will see you next week, I believe, although it'll be 7 o'clock instead of 6. Wildcats Live. If you are interested in a Wildcat purple or gold sponsorship, please let us know. kwildcatslive@gmail.com. The Venmo is in my name. The account is in Kellogg Wildcats Live if it's a check. And everything goes towards the production of this live stream as well as supporting every part of Wildcats activities and athletics that we can. So it all goes to good stuff. And we appreciate everybody that has joined us so far. Nice job. We got some more shout outs coming into the chat. We hear the alma mater and the Hail to the Wildcats playing down to the crowd below. We're going to leave you with the alma mater, and we will see you next week. For Buck Coe and for Ty Cheney and Josh McDonald and the rest of our crew, I'm Simon Miller, and we're glad to have you tonight. Go Cats. You're going to make a good play someday.